Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. PM Forum's session to talk about the importance of ESG for professional services.
This is one of my favorite slides to show, and it's from BCG, Boston Consulting Group. A business's social impact and sustainability efforts cannot be relegated to a side committee of volunteer employees who encourage recycling, they arrange a few days of service each year, or they dole out charitable contributions if it's been a profitable year. Unfortunately, for too many companies, this is what corporate social responsibility has devolved to. While the ESG movement has definitely become more prominent of late, it's not really new. As early as 2010, there were groups of CEOs who began talking about getting away from quarterly earnings targets and taking a longer-term view. They were encouraging partnerships with governments, NGOs, and other businesses to develop standards for sustainable value creation. They changed their name from philanthropy to purpose. It's not a side activity, but rather core to the business. I think the biggest challenge for accounting firms is how are we going to do all this reporting? And we're going to talk about reporting later on in this presentation. But there are so many different reporting frameworks and frameworks and tools and templates. How does an accounting firm audit and assess that what's in those reports is valid? How do they give assurance? So it is really a challenge for all professional service firms to embrace this. Part of the reason General Counsel is so interested is, frankly, this is landing on their plate. It is one more thing that they are responsible for, that they have to worry about, and frankly, many of them aren't necessarily trained in this area. And let me say one more thing, because I think historically, people that are my age and older have thought of social impact and social responsibility as kind of a nice to have. It is no longer a nice to have. It is risk management. Because if you don't have this, and if you're not doing it right, it is a legitimate risk to revenue, to future revenue, to talent, to recruits. So it is part of risk management. It is not a nice to have side committee.